Good afternoon, everyone. Morning, good night. My name is Rizky and my friend. I will listen my English assignment. First, I first introduce my name is Rizky Ardianto. I'm used to go to vocational high school state 7, or people often call it is as STM pembangunan or development Semarang development. I'm used I'm used to major in stone and concrete construction, or people call TKBB, teknik konstruksi batu beton. So now I'm taking the engineering faculty, majoring in civil engineering at Sugio Pranoto Catholic University. And this is a photo from time I did an internship at vocational high school, where I was apprentice at the Semarang University building, or Semarang University Tower building, which is on Soekarno-Hatta Street. So the continue with this with a red hat. My friend is a group, and a father gentleman are my teacher who get me during my internship. In short, I was a apprentice for 3 months and got a lot of lesson from the internship at the time. I got concrete lesson from measuring lesson and drawing or painting picture that everyone doesn't have to have that experience and dealing directly with problem in the field so intensely. We can know how later when we work on the project and know what it will be like to handle it. No, first I'm sharing my experience and tell you how journey my experience from STM, and how take the faculty now. I will share this today. The first, I'm really admire some of the building built by the government. One thing that I'm really admire is that some of buildings in Semarang are now very great and are not inferior to other cities. For example, what we can see now is a tall building in Semarang. Basically, tall building is a term for referring to a building that has a tall structure. Increasing the height of building is done at the function of the building. For example, high-rise apartment building or high-rise office. Tall buildings have become ideal for human inhabit to inhabit since the invention of elevator or lift and stronger building material. According to some standard, a building is called a tall building if it has a height of between 75 feet and 491 feet, or 23 meter to 150 meter. Buildings that have a height of more than 150 meter are called skyscraper. The average height of one level is 13 feet or 4 meter. So if building is to 24 meter height, it ideally has 6 stories. What I want to discuss, using quality material. The material used for the structure system of tall building are stronger concrete and iron. Many American-style skyscrapers have metal frame, while residential tower blocks are constructs concrete. Next, I will share my experience for SMK. So here are some example of photos that were in the field when I was interning at the Semarang University Tower building. Some of sample photos I took were on the Pelcap foundation, which are embraced by concrete and supported by some iron or reinforcement. So these are some of the stock, and underneath there are some pile that are often called, or we can also call, Namel pile or Pakubumi pile, that are stuck at several points. How to put the Pakubumi pile stuck at several points in the concrete, which are in the form of pentagon. The shape pile is the shape uh, the shape pile cap is pentagon or square. After that, it is put together and cast with quality concrete, of course. Uh, After that is continue to building the column, the pile cap. On above the pile cap is a column. Continue the building of the structural above it. And this well cleaning the column package and some formwork before the start casting. After this, I will discuss the material about concrete to cover several buildings in the city of Semarang, which are very important. Their function or rule the construction itself. Next, concrete. Concrete is a composite material consisting of aggregate, cement, and water. There are many formulations which give variant properties. Aggregate are generally coarse gravel or coarse rock, such as limestone or granite, along with fine aggregate such as sand. The most common form of concrete is Portland cement concrete, which consists of mineral aggregate, or usually gravel and sand. Cement and water serving as a binder for the aggregate. Various admixture are also added at the achieve varying properties. Water is first mixed with dry composite, which allow it be formed usually or usually poor or cast, and then compact and hard. The rock hard through the chemical process called hydration. The water react with the cement, which bind the other component together, ultimately making a tough material like stone. Uh, Concrete has a relatively high compressive strength, but a much lower tensile strength. For this reason, it is usually reinforced with a material that is strong in tension, namely steel. Usually, the building of Semarang City is steel and concrete. Concrete can be damaged by many processes, such as water trap or in the concrete and freeze in winter area. Concrete is widely used to make structure for civil engineering work, architecture, foundation, brick or block wall, side wall, bridge or flyover, highway or road runway, parking structure, dam, pond or reservoir, pipe, foundation for gates, fence and pot, and even a boat. Famous uh, con- Famous concrete structure include the Burj Khalifa, or the tallest building in the world, the Hoover Dam, and the Panama Canal. I will um, sharing something. There are many different type of concrete. Uh, this time I will mention seven types of concrete. Mm, uh, Concrete type. This one first, concrete mortar. Uh, this is the picture of concrete mortar. Mortar, same as explain the difference of cement paste. Mortar and concrete, the raw material for making mortar concrete, consists of the mixture of cement, sand, and limestone, or limestone in the building. There are three three types of mortar that are often used, include cement, lime, and fine aggregate. This concrete has good tensile strength and ductility. If mixed with water, this is thicker and thicker than concrete. Mortar is often used to attach objects such as brick or stone together. The, compo- the, com- the composition of the mortar is usually one cement and 4 until 8 sand. In the market, instant mortar is also available, which is sold per sack. Its manufacturer has also added additional additive substances to improve the quality of the mortar concrete. Next, number 2, lightweight concrete. Lightweight concrete is uh, Beliton lightweight concrete, as the name imply. Lightweight concrete or Beliton lightweight is made by using lightweight aggregate or often adding additive such as foam again that can form air bubble in the concrete. We have discussed like brick as one of the application of lightweight concrete in the knowing like brick and its type. This type is a very important uh, for building a house or uh, cost rent house rent home like this. Well, the manufacture process is the lightweight concrete block making process. The more the number of air bubbles stored in the concrete, um, the more pour will increase, so that the size will also increase. As a result, the weight of concrete is lighter than other concrete, which has a exact size. The application of lightweight concrete is also applied to Beliton concrete for beam, which are discussed in the easy case innovation with Beliton, or people call CLC, or concrete full beam or cellular like concrete. Meanwhile, lightweight concrete is using like the aggregate is like styrofoam batako, which we have also discussed in styrofoam batako utilizing waste from building. Lightweight concrete is usually applied to structural wall, and the density is not more than 1,900 kilogram per 100 1,000 1,900 kilogram per meter cubic. Even the weight can reach 400 kilogram per meter cubic as applied to light brick CLC and AAC. And next, number 3, concrete without sand. Sand or little sand is also known as porous concrete or perfect concrete. The process of making non-sand concrete doesn't use sand at all, but only gravel, cement, and water. The result in the formation of air void in the gravel crevice, so that the total the density is lower. Because it doesn't use sand, the need for cement in this concrete is also less. Pervious concrete has been discussed in porous concrete. Porous has to minimize flood and how to work of porous concrete in minimize flood. Whereas the testing method in refute in testing the checking the result of non-sand concrete or porous concrete pavement work. The use of non-sand concrete, for example, in lightweight structure, column, concrete block, concrete fence, concrete rebate, and concrete buoys and concrete base. This concrete is also useful for creating high permeability concrete which can drain water to the lower layer. The specific gravity itself ranges for 1963.04 kg per meter cubic to 2047.34 kg per meter cubic. Next is vacuum number 4, vacuum concrete. This is a picture of vacuum concrete. Vacuum concrete is this hollow concrete construction system is specifically for construction building with special specification. It's called a vacuum because in its manufacture it is done suctioning water using a special vacuum. As a result, concrete only contains water that has reacted with the cement so that it has very high strength. Not surprisingly, empty concrete is used a lot in construction of skyscraper. Next, number 5, reinforced concrete reinforcement. Concrete reinforcement is creating for combination of mixed concrete and steel reinforcement. Please note, concrete has a strong properties against compressive force, but weak against tensile force. Therefore, steel reinforcement is intentionally implanted into in it so that the strength of the concrete against the tensile strength increases. Reinforcement concrete is a construction that is very commonly used in various construction projects. Reinforced concrete is usually installed in wide span structure such as floor, slab, building column, road, bridge, and so on. The next is number 6, pre-stressed concrete, or in Indonesia precast. Concrete prategang or pre-stained concrete. A box girder as one the pre-stressed concrete basically basically the manufacture of pre-stressed concrete is very similar to reinforced concrete. The only difference is that the steel reinforcement that will be insert into the concrete must be tension first. The broad discuss as of pre-stress concrete is in knowing pre-stress concrete in a construction. The reinforcement provide is special reinforcement such as PC bar, PC wear, or PC strain. A complete review of PC bar, PC wear, and PC strain can be seen at getting to know all about it. In the pre-stressed concrete industry, the goal is that the concrete does not experience concrete even though in it withstand heavy bedding loads. The application of pre-stressed concrete is also widely used to support withstand building structure. This is usually used for flyover like rail, monorail, and other. Next, number 7 in the list of type concrete, precast concrete, or in the Indonesia is a beton siap pakai, ready to use. Precast concrete that is cast outside the construction project area is called precast concrete, or better known as precast in the industry. This concrete is deliberately made elsewhere so that the quality is better. In addition, the choice of concrete is often based on the raw location of project and the lack of manpower available. Precast concrete is usually produced by companies engaged in the construction and procurement of material. There is a type of concrete from all of which we can make conclusion if the environmental impact of concrete is a complex mixture of entirely negative effect. While concrete is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emission, recycling of concrete is increasingly common in aging structure made of concrete can have a long life, as concrete has a high thermal mass and very low permeability. This material can be used for energy efficient housing construction. So we as next generation can continue to develop the country and maintain the ecosystem so that it is not lame and be enjoyed by our children and grandchildren. Uh, Enough here the explanation of concrete and some my experience. If you have question, send them the comment column. Remember to stay healthy and still live your life goal. That's all from the thank you, bye.